Hello, 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 and welcome back to the continuing dive of our Draconian as he flies through the dungeon. Where last we left off, I had gone, nailed 2 runes, uh, descended to the bottom of the slime pit, well, to 5 out of 6 through the slime pit and cleared all those floors, and just caused general overall mayhem and killed a bunch of orcs, and found the entrance to the vaults. So now we're ready to continue with new vaults. As of now, I'm still missing the conservation amulet, and I'm going to go back to Orc and buy it, because apparently it's been there this whole time. And that will save me a lot of scroll loss, which otherwise would be inevitable. Let's repel missiles and back off. Then turn into a dragon and kill him. Also, we've got a new scroll and a new ring to identify. We can drop S, I don't want that. You can drop K because it's empty. Drop K. Drop S, and hell, drop Y too. I'm gonna teleport my foot. I still have my slang ring on. What else? Regen. Okay, that's good stuff. You know what? I'm just gonna charge you down. No more foreplay. And go ahead and take some of that flesh with us. You're not the only one who can bolt a fire, bro. Alright, back to where we were heading originally. I don't care if my transformation ends, that's just fine. Get me to where I need to go, please. Thank you. We're gonna grab, and I can't believe I missed this the first time, but conservation. Cool ability. Okay. And in general, I'd rather be walking around with that on than with mutation resist on. We can always put on mutation resist later. So into the vaults we go. And, oh right, new vaults has new enemies. And new enemies are not easy. So definitely we're going to want to be quite liberal with my otherwise not necessarily that liberal to use abilities. Because of the oncoming Norris and the dispersal arrows, such a bad combination. Repel missiles needs to be on. No, that's not what I'm trying to do. Repel missiles needs to be on. Norris needs to be dead. We can work on other enemies once he's dead. Good. I still don't have a bolt spell of any kind. Fair enough. What does it cost to invoke greater destruction? 6%? Done. That's one of them. Oh, for the love of God. This is why I said the dispersal arrows were bad news bears. Kill all of the enemies that are truly dangerous in order. Greater destruction again. And greater destruction again and again until it eventually works. Okay, we got him. We got that son of a bitch. All my health comes back in no time. It's really only piety that went down there, and to be completely honest, the rate at which I'm going to gain piety is so high as to make it almost a non-factor. Now what's bugging me about this is I understand that Sentinel's mark makes enemies come at me quickly, which is fine. What I don't understand is how they're coming at me from behind. There isn't a behind on this floor. Maybe they're coming out of that door, but the door's still closed. So yeah, it literally feels like they just are bullshit spawning. That's irritating. Anyway, we got a break, so let's eat. All that invocations of high-level or high-level conjurations seems to be kind of hunger-inducing. Oh God, you all came in here awful fast. Let's get to safety behind where Vault Warden would be, and that's the door that opened. Okay, that's fair. I'm confused. And that's a summon? No, that's not a summon. That's a real one. Okay. Kill the summoner. Wait, in Norris's direct... Oh, Norris is a beast. Fair enough. Oh, for the love of God. Invoke greater destruction again. Just kill these fuckers. And hey, I finally have a use for piety, you know? That's a nice thing. Okay, you are becoming quite a thorn in my balls. Just taking way too much damage to kill you. Anyway, we've managed to get rid of the Sentinel's Mark now. And of course I can't cast spells while Berserk, so please don't Berserk. It's funny how much in-game Berserk sometimes mirrors my real-life loss of patience with these fuckers. Definitely want to raise more and more of the dead as allies. The moment I see Maghleb Piety drop, I will reconsider this option, but I'm not losing... It doesn't feel like I'm losing enough piety to merit being concerned yet. Yeah, my message said I saw an Etten, so I just pre-transformed for it. Oh, god damn. Good petrify. You got it off too. And that's why I'm glad I have the arc corrosion already, because without that I would just be losing my scrolls every time these kind of things happened. Kind of want a semi-permanent dragon thing going on here. Wait for it. Wait for it. Excellent. So we'll just eat some orc while we're not doing anything else. Eat some orc. It actually takes less turns to raise dead than it does to butcher. It's part of why I love that spell so much. It's a surprisingly narrow list of enemies that can't be animate deaded, or that can be animate deaded, but cannot be skeletoned. And are you kidding me? Okay, so apparently I've had the misfortune of walking into an invisible scenario here. Got it. I still don't have any sorts of see invisible. That's a little disconcerting. I can go back to Orc and buy that ring eventually. I mean, it's clearly not a very important missing piece of my armory, but it is in fact a missing piece of my armory. Alright, let's keep going. Rawr. Jesus, so quite a brutal storm dragon skeleton. Trying to take on one-handedly my enemies. Bite your head off. Piss in your dead eye socket. You fucked with the wrong marine. You're not a marine. Shut up, damn it. Alright, get as much confusion out there as possible. With any luck, we can keep the warden and the sentinel busy before the convoker goes nuts or whatever. Nope, the sentinel, or, well, whatever, doesn't matter. Another way to keep a warden busy is to make sure he's dead. And the sentinel's mark is on me regardless, so, you know, what the hell. Oh, and apparently there's another warden just to be a bitch hanging around. How am I in for health? 226, that's respectable. Let's get out of here. Okay, oh, I'm confused. Shit. Well, no problem. Not confused no more, and this is just a great little place to hide. Oh, that's the problem. I'm full already. Give me some yak then. Keep raising dead as much as possible. Thing is, I don't anticipate these guys will ever be any real use to me, but they're free to res as far as I'm concerned. I'm not using them for anything else, and once resed, they at least offer a theoretical buffer between whatever I'm running from and myself. So, a theoretical possible benefit beats a absolutely useless any day, especially since I'm not trying to minimize my turn count. Bottled Ifrit would be great if I needed a flaming scimitar. Next floor. Okay. Whenever you're ready to listen to my commands. Optimus Prime soundtrack. Do as I command. Well, I guess that would be a Megatron. Do as I command. Okay. Yeah, so the lag is actually very bad. It occasionally just doesn't listen to my commands, but gives no indication that it's not listening to my commands. Oh, shit. Shit. Let's blink. I think that's my best chance of not dying. And then heal wounds. And then drop a confusion because the only enemy that could potentially still reach me is the Necromancer. And then run. Can't take on a dragon with such low health. I don't know what the hell happened, but I apparently lost a lot more health than I was expecting in a very short period of time. Alright, dragon up, kill the Necromancer. My suspicion is it was him that was doing the damage, but whatever. I guess I was adjacent to two melee bashers, so either of them could have been pretty bad. And here we go. See? It's a two-shot when things go right. This is why I didn't retreat initially. Did you eat that? Interesting. Please go back for the rest of the chunks then. Are they rotted? No. Oh, I'm already full. Okay, good. Close the door. 1, 2, 3. Turn into a dragon. Open the door. Just hide out here. Let them come to me. That's a big-ass slime. And I just had a recent reminder that I'm not invincible. So let's turn on repel missiles. Breathe fire. And then there we go. Trample the slimes into separate piles. Okay, that was pretty straightforward once we actually got in there. Wait for the Necromancer. Or the wizard, whatever. Keep calling him a Necromancer, but he's a wizard. Yeah, keep that human flesh with you, why don't you? It's a clay golem. No, it was a clay golem. Multiple sentinels and a couple dragons and a lot of archers. So what we're gonna do is back off 1 square, turn on repel missiles, wait for a good opportunity. There we go. Burn everything 1 time. Continue to soften them up with greater destruction. And now we get into melee. And again, you'll notice I stepped well away from the door so that trample wouldn't accidentally get me sentineled or anything. Or wardened in. I don't want to be wardened into this. And not one of you had a draining weapon. How's that for good luck? I'm not being sarcastic. That is good luck. fly in on you guys. And this is why it's nice to have meat shields. I could have absorbed some of this amazingly painful beatdown that I'm taking right now. But instead, I just have to walk up to them and kill them all. And the good news is once I'm done killing them all, A, they will become my meat shields, but B, I will get health back almost immediately. Definitely want to hang on to those. Oh my god, okay, so I'm sentinel marked, and frankly, that's why the fights here are so intense. There's never a safe retreat or anything like that. They just keep coming and coming. Like a speed comer. Alright, so we're gonna drop charms. At level 8, we'll wait until we actually have something we're training it for. Lots of dead on this side. Let's sacrifice them to our god. All of them. Gotta love the 240 HP total. We're just gonna take one shot at you guys and take a greater destruction shot at you guys. Just make sure that they're down. Don't care, don't care, don't care. Cannot resist electricity, but I sure as hell can absorb it pretty effectively. I'm gonna regen. Nah, keep the regen, please. You may drop whatever this new ring of yours is called. Enchant weapon 1, enchant armor. I still don't have any armor worth the damn. Would be nice to pick up those boots, elven boots, I could go back for, but apparently I never bothered putting shoes on this whole game. What are you? Convoker. So this is about to become a really tough hallway. Let's get my own allies in here first. Then dragon up, then you can go ahead and convoke all you want. Or you could just die, that works too. Right, that's a Tengu with a big summon around him. Oh no, it's not a Tengu, it's a Sojobo. It's a specific Tengu. He's standing in a fire and not caring. That's kind of scary. Alright, let's get behind safety for a moment. Wait for him. Okay, you've got to stop spamming that, you little douche. Wind Blast and Airstrike means that he can hurt me, since I'm a flyer, very easily and very badly. So let's confuse him and eat him. Not necessarily in that order. Definitely not in that order. I don't see why people are so scared of Sojobo. Maybe he's worse for different character types, but for a murderous dragon, he's not that bad. Okay, off we go. Here's the mage. I will torch you from range. You know, Battlesphere seems a lot less scary from this side than it seems effective from that side. I feel a lot better using it, or I don't feel as scared of it as I expect enemies ought to when I use it. Maybe I just train it better, I don't know. Eat a slug, we'll rip its head off and carry it around like a trophy. Trophy anon. Alright, what are you guys gonna do, seriously? You guys honestly think you've got a chance against me? Let's sacrifice some things to my god. Sacrifice all of the things to my god. Alright. Auto travel, dragon up. Basically, we're clearing the lair as a dragon. It's not that complicated. Hey, come at me, bro. Come on, I know this works. There we go. Lag fail. That's a good thing I'm mephitic, too. That was a nice little bundle of elves to take out all at once. And one of them was wielding a distortion weapon. Fucking rapers. Or reapers, or whatever you're called. I must say I approve of the Tengu. I think they're cool enemies that have been... I don't know if they've been revamped as Reavers, or if they've always been Reavers and just never been scary, but they're cool this way. Very cool indeed. I want to ID this dagger. I don't know why, I just got a good feeling about it. Venom, fly, resist, and see invisible. So no, not that great a dagger. See invisible is not that useful to me in weapon form, since most of the time I'll be a dragon. And having extra HP is more useful a way to deal with it. Okay, next vault please. Next vault please. Oh, beautiful. Oh god, I'm still vulnerable to cold. I've got to remember that. I might have to start wearing permanent cold resist instead of regeneration, actually. Yeah, just so that I'm not cold vulnerable. Though if I could find a better answer for that slot, I would really be happy. Honestly, I'm not sure how you're supposed to do extended. I guess you're not supposed to do extended as a fucking dragon form. Certainly there's no rule that says I have to. Okay, eat my way back up to full, and dragon out. I'm well within the range of a silent specter who's entombed very deep. Oh, he got out. And there is a plague shambler nearby too. You know, until my dragon form runs out, I can still kill off major speaking roles pretty easily while I'm inside this, right? Alright, there we go. Now let's fly out of the range of the plague. Alright, and then we'll drop a confuse ray behind me, and boom. I am still inside Foul Pestilence. Eat the heck out of that shadow. And then just tab fighting for a little bit. Honestly, this is straightforward enough. I think all of these guys are using cold attacks against me, so that's kind of concerning since I have 0 resistance to it. But no matter, they're all dead now and I'm not. At the end of the day, isn't that the most important thing? Raise some dead to my cause. Raise some hackles to my debt. No, wait, we're not doing that one. Very good. And off we go. Actually, we need meat, so eat as much raw flesh as you desire. Oh, very good. Very good then. Off we go. Close the door to make maximal attention. Drop a confused ray to impede their progress, and then just back off. And then drag it up, and then recommit. We are fighting this war. The hell is hitting me with that? Sounds like ogre mages, or troll mages, I should say, using that devastating attack. Oh fuck, I'm out of mana, and at melee range with multiple specialists. How do I always get myself into these scenarios? Activate teleport. I don't want to die. Much better. See? Much, much better. Just kill all you guys. And we'll end my transformation and evoke my mana back. Then we'll just wait. Right, you know I'm here. Why don't you just come at me? I'll take you on barehanded. Okay. Or you'll confuse me and smite me before I take you on barehanded. Excellent, excellent. So far so good. We got a little bit of a area worked out here. Thank God I didn't accidentally walk into the corner of the room for no reason to step on a Zot trap. Back off, no need to be shot. That's why we have buddies. They can go first and get shot for me. Back off, there's mutators in there. Now, let's go in for the kill. Definitely want that NomNomulous2 inside my fire, and of course you'll notice that I made sure to keep his allies between him and me. I was drained, but that's passed already. I'm getting seriously mauled, but hopefully that's just by the troll. While we can still spare the turn, we'll confuse the shooter. Kill the mage. The shooter is no longer confused. Backing out. Okay, I think we got them. At least most of them. Let's get back a little bit of piety and then a whole lot of corpses. Wait for contamination to wear off completely. I don't want to get mutated. So far all the mutations I've suffered are self-mutation because of overuse of bad spells. Or miscasting of bad spells, so definitely something I can avoid. Excellent. That's a lot of enemies, so turn the corner. Control teleport? No. What am I looking for? Repel missiles. Drop a fire zone, drop a confused zone behind the fire zone, and then we'll just start killing shit. Confused zone, please. I don't want to lose that. And as much as it's possible, it's always nice that your enemies are suffering -5 penalties to their dodge and or to their to hit or whatever, you know, and dancing around like idiots. I like it very much. Okay, that's enough takedowns. And it is a lot, actually. A lot of enemies have been killed. Alright, now what? How many Fratelli scrolls? Still got 2 left. Excellent. Let's drop a confused ray into that hallway. No jailers, wardens in sight. That's good. Drop some fire zones. Of course, that's failing, but that's whatever. I mean, if you guys are going to be dancing, I may as well make you tiptoe between fire to do it right. Oh, man, I'm a berserk dragon that can't catch a fucking confused troll. Alright, well, we've gotten drained again. I'm not sure how. I'm assuming that one of these troll spells must drain me somehow, because the consistency with which they're draining me is pretty high. With which I'm getting drained after these encounters. Either that or there's got to be a weapon of draining that I wasn't paying attention to. That's more likely, actually. Pretty sure that troll mages tend to go earth magics. Oh, that was pretty impressive. That guy dealt 200 damage in the span of just a couple turns. Give me my regen, please. Thank you. And a there. Excellent. Next. Transform first, kill them all second. Perfect. Animate dead, sacrifice worm, rip your skulls off and make it piss down your eye socket. Yes, I said make it piss, not piss down it. Don't ask how I pull that off. Hey, you know what? That scroll of noise? Read it. I mean, I'm in a great place to have fights. An armada so large behind me that nothing I'm likely to face here could kill it in just one or two. I mean, they could walk right through it. Don't get me. They could kill it easily. Don't get me wrong. They just couldn't walk right through it. It would take some doing to get through all of them. All right. When you guys come to attack me, you're going to do so through a confusion cloud. Okay. We now have reasonably high invocations. But since I'm using invocations as my off-brand weapons, I'm going to continue raising it even higher. So we are going full out Machlabite. Damn. I wonder what that spell was. I wish I could use that more often. That was a beautiful, beautiful spell with a great AoE radius. Any mutators? No. Okay, good. Back off the square. Produce a... Wow, you are not dying. There you go. Seething Chaos in front. And now in we go. We'll finish the rest of you. Dragoned up. Jacked up and good to go. Yes, got ranged sticky flame on you. How do you like not having any scrolls, asshole? Guess it really doesn't matter to you as much as it matters to me. Never seen a centaur using scrolls. Let's turn dragon and wait. And now we'll breathe fire. I'll take a risk of getting pushed into the room by Trample. Yep, Trample has already pushed me into the doorway. But like I said, it's not that huge a risk since I killed the sentinels, or the warden so fast. And because of the train that I'm building behind me at this point, yeah, I'm pretty secure. Dragon up, knock them down. Red ugly things, well, they're fiery, so that doesn't even beat my resistance. Next floor. Knock out an elf. Berserk out an elf. Mana back. Hide. Shout and hide. Dragon in. Dragon down. I'll drag y'all down. Slay like crazy. Dragon up. I mean, I'm not even bothering with like my good tactics of confusion and timing anymore. I'm just going for just doing it because these guys aren't really a threat anymore. Okay, now they're a bit of a threat. Hey, go take care of the door. I have Sentinel's mark on, huh? Okay, that's fair. Explains why they're coming at me from every side. Better. Now what? Wait, where's the yak corpse? Here we go. Please eat everything. Good. Alright, that scroll of invulnerability that would have saved me from my berserkeritis I now have. Dragon up, take him out. Again, in order for wardens to be threatening, they have to be able to live for more than one turn. Otherwise, they really don't buy their allies anything in terms of saving time. You know, it's not that it's disproportionate wardens hurt mages more or anything, it's just that mages are just such a bad option compared to non-mages in this game. Not for extended, but you know the whole linear warriors, quadratic wizards? Yeah, it totally applies. If I get drained by you guys, I'll be so pissed. However, I do think it was a cool little vault opening there, so props. I'm not used to the Hollow Blades getting its own opening, and I think it's fitting that it does now. Now, hey, just breathe fire down all of them, please. Perfect. I'll finish eating what I was eating in the corner. Just taking a snack. Well, grabbing a snack at any rate. Taking a snack. Taking a snack out of my dead enemies. That counts as a snack, right? So on we go. You're not a concern to me. Just get it one step closer so that I can do that. There we go. I am now Sentinel marked. That should make my next few minutes a little bit more interesting. Yeah, this is a low AC and low EV character. And it somehow doesn't matter because I'm a fucking dragon. So much health, so much regen, so much damage. It's like I turn into a glass cannon whenever I like. The rest of the time I'm just glass. So not the strongest of builds, but very fun. Okay, that's this floor completed. It'd be nice to find a staircase that, there we go, is a little bit less vulnerable to... Oh, beautiful, beautiful opening. Scatter, pull. Pray to God I don't get drained. If I start getting drained, I'm going to have to be a little bit more concerned. Definitely res a couple of these guys, and then pull. Now I'm drained. So at least one of these guys has draining weapons, probably more than that. Battle axe of draining. Okay, what else? Are you still hitting me with that? God damn. Fuck, I can't see. Raise all of them, and then we'll just go at it. Hopefully that's the last of them. There was always a risk of that happening. You know, you can't predict everything, but you can predict that they are definitely going to throw a drain weapon at you at this depth. Let's make sure that's just the one. Yeah, it's just the one. Okay, good. Why is it just one, by the way? I could have sworn there was a battle axe. Oh, I rezzed the corpse that was wielding the drain weapon, so now he works for me. Excellent. Alright, give me one moment. Gotta reduce the glare a little bit. There we go. In any event, now is the hard part. I have been drained so much that my magic abilities are, well, let's show you this. Side by side, transmutation has gone from 14.2 to 16.4. Spellcasting has gone down to 5.2 from 7.0. It's so bad that I can't, in fact, reliably drag it up. It takes 30% fail. So dragging up before we enter, I guess, is the best response. Okay, there we go, and now we'll just kick ass. Anything about draining? No, good. Because I refuse to deal with more of that shit. I think that's it. That's it. Excellent. It says it continues attacking but deals no damage, but I don't know what is attacking what. There we go. Let the tab key find it for me. Okay. Excellent. Wait, why are we not at full nutrition status? Huh, I'm gonna have to remember to actually eat the things that I killed for a little while. Okay, excellent. Let's see, let's restore back to full and then dive in again. I mean, it's pretty straightforward now that we've managed to start clearing things. Sentinel's mark has been formed, which is fine. Paint your targets, prep your pitchforks. I will take all, I'm taking on all comers. Until the Sentinel shows up and then I'll be, or the Warden shows up, then I'll be a little concerned. Res, nom nom, nom nom. Nom nom. Okay, there we go. Come on. Come on. And hello, Malulusa? I can't pronounce your name, but welcome to my channel. Since I'm Sentinel marked, it makes sense to get out of this poor visibility area. Or at least move to where I can see the enemies that are coming at me. I'm not sure. I generally haven't been uploading the stream videos that I make from my Twitch account to YouTube because I'm not recording them anywhere near the quality that I like to record my YouTube vids at. At the same time, I am getting some pretty quality runs. I've had 3 out of 5 good characters, or 4 out of 5 characters do really well this tournament, so it's like, huh. So maybe I'll go back and do it, I don't know. I am saving all the recordings, so I can potentially do that. But as to whether I will or not, I haven't made up my mind. Maybe I'll like just release all the tournament vids at some point, I don't know. Pretty much. He's got this, the thing is, they made the combo even more awesome. Staff of Hungerlessness in version 0.13 is actually 100% as opposed to just partial Hungerlessness. So I Hungerlessly cast Dragon Form every time, and that merges my weapon into my body, or melds my weapon into my body, so that I'm suddenly unarmed again, which is even better for the purposes of, you know, attacking unarmed, which is what I'm training. Okay, we have a problem. Now that we're up against Drain Dragon, I'm going to try a different door. I'm no longer worried about how many enemies I pull up with me. I mean, that's just not a concerning factor. What I am concerned about is how much shit I'm going to face when they get here. So let's summon a Pantheon of Demons and then pull. God, this lag is unbearable. It takes so fucking long. Okay. End transformation. Re-begin the transformation. Descend. Pull. Something is coming with me. And I am deeply drained. Fuck this game, man. I hate being drained so much. At least being drained, though, is not a net loss of experience anymore. It is only a temporary loss of skill experience. The skill experience comes back, and you continue to gain skill experience for the duration of the draining. We're just going to charge down the Shadow Dragon right now. I refuse to be drained any more than I have to. And now we're going to get the hell out of Dodge because I may have died for my short-sightedness. Yeah, damn near. If this guy throws a rock and it hits me, I will lose the game. He either didn't throw a rock or it didn't hit me, so I didn't lose the game. Hooray, let's fly away. Now the rocks are hitting. There's a Tengu Reaver on the screen with me. Probably capable of killing me in one hit. That's not going to hold these guys off very long. Let's heal wounds twice, and then teleport. All told, I've had worse encounters before. And all this to avoid a little bit of draining. This is why I'm a stupid player. Should not be trusted or listened to. Although admittedly, if I had let them keep draining me, I would soon be too low skill to actually continue taking this place on. Alright, let's carry that battle axe with me so they can't use them. And what was this place? Let's eat. I'm wielding nothing? Whoops, that's a mistake. Should have been wielding my Staff of Hungerlessness. Eat a large-ass pile of strawberries. Alright, now, what did this place look like before I left? Okay. There is, in fact, a ice dragon and a sentinel. Or a warden. So, pretty bad news bears if things goes wrong. But, things aren't going to go wrong. And if they do, I still have that link scroll. So, let's pull whatever I can. Stairs with me. Blink immediately. We even got the sentinel for my troubles, which is great. Cast some confusion clouds to even out the odds a little. Oh, fuck. Ettins can still kill me pretty easily, huh? Got him. Got him. Beautiful. I'm not sure where all these enemies are coming from. It's like an unusually large number, but it doesn't really matter. They're all just gonna die anyway. And I guess the lattice shape of this area prevents them from getting that many multi-attacks off on me, which is nice too. Yeah, he really is. I remember trying a build once where I ran a Kiku character for a while, I think as a mummy, and then went to the temple, spammed corpse gain plus twisted resurrection until I ran out of piety completely before betraying Kiku to a different god and waiting out his wrath with my horde of abominations. It was glorious. Look, I'm not going up without a pole. Okay, maybe I am going up without a pole, but damn it, only if you make me. Okay, they're shooting ice bolts at me. I've got to run. Ah, fuck lag. It takes so much longer to do even the most basic things when the game lags. Because I can't just make decisions based on information I think will be true. I have to see what happens. Oh, fuck me. I forgot about this. Thank God for Mahleb giving me back health every time I die. Or kill things, obviously not every time I die. Because that just makes so many of my wrongs into rights, and makes so many of my rights into even righters than I expected. I'll be honest, my battlesphere seems more powerful than theirs every time. I don't know, maybe they just don't know how to use it well, or maybe it actually deals more or less damage, I don't know, but I would much rather have a player, or I would rather be a player facing I would rather be a player facing a monster's battlesphere than a monster facing a player's battlesphere any day. Orbit Destruction, not so much. You asshole, just die already. How many times do I have to destroy you, boy? Raising dead, raising dead. We will kill you. No mistake. That. What does it mean to get caught in the loop? I'm not sure I follow. Oh, skill boost. Dex. I've got enough strength as it is. That sucks. I've had that happen before, but usually in the end something goes wrong for the Centaur. Still, they get a ridiculous number of shots if they start nailing you with that. Oh, so killing this Titan. Gotta kill Titans fast, man. Dragons fly. Sucks to get air smited while flying. So, Centaur provided the CC, and they provided the deeps, and that ended it. Yeah, that would do it. Hell, I've died in actual within the dungeon phase to just the Centaur with not draining or distortion. What am I talking about? The Centaur with dispersal, because they can bounce you around and just keep landing shots, and at that stage of the game, 6 Centaur shots is all it really takes. And Lord knows they can do at least 6. Okay, do I have the Sentinel's mark? Because if not, how do all of you assholes know where I am? Leave me the fuck alone. Okay, well, as soon as you're done lagging, I would appreciate you letting me know. There we go, much better. I don't know, man. I would say for a pure mage it would be worse because you have even less options. And less health to tank the physical damage. Truthfully, this hybrid style, I'm not saying I prefer it because I do like my deep elf Omega style wizard, but there's definitely something to this style. We've got a robust mage doing robust magey things. Fuck me. You know what? Let the Shadow Dragon turn the corner. Maximize the amount of damage he takes. Okay, when you say hybrid mage, I assumed you meant somebody who can do physical damage, melee damage, etc., but also as a mage, as opposed to what I'm thinking of as a pure mage, somebody who doesn't do anything but magery. And somebody who doesn't do anything but magery tends to be even weaker. Wand of Cold, Dex, Resist, oh fuck it, I don't care. Drop the Book of Control. Yay, more ID scrolls. Yay, something to eat. Yay, lag of 6 seconds. Ooh, Maxwell's patent armor. Nah. Drop the Book of Minor Magic. And wander my way through this area again. Okay, we've wandered straight into the next chamber. Let's wait for a little bit, wait for a bit, wait for a bit, wait for a bit. Eat a choco. Go dragon on his ass. Okay, that was unexpected and undesired. Wait for the berserk to wear off. And just continue eating things as we go. Yeah, okay, in which case you're not going to have a whole lot of HP to go with all of that, so if the orb actually gets to you, you're fucked. I'd be more scared of bolts of penetration, though, because a few of those from a Yaktor will really end you. Because it ignores your AC, and you're relying on AC to be anything more than a gimped mage. Like, if you want to go combat magic enhanced warrior, you gotta go with somebody who's warrior times 3, who's a warrior first, then combat, and a mage second. You just got back all your health twice, you piece of shit. I really do think that's a glitch. There's no way that's... I mean, it could be a feature, but it's a sucky feature if it's a feature, not a glitch. Look, the longer you throw rocks, the more you're gonna burn alive, alright? I'll shove you back in the fire where you belong. Awesome ring? No, it's a shitty ring. It's a resist fire ring with drawbacks, rather than a resist fire ring with unwanted advantages or no advantage. Continue raising things. Morning Star, that's really nice. Do you want a cookie for that, or what? Alright, we continue exploring. At this point we are burdened. Let's get out of the cold. All my allies are probably going to die to that cold zone depending how long it persists. Just eat a goddamn ration and then drop half the rations. I don't want to be burdened. Oh. No, don't breathe fire on yourself. What are you, suicidal? If you're suicidal, there are much easier ways to kill yourself. Just continue through the dungeon.
Yeah, it really truly is. You know, I used to refuse to play online at all just because I had once or twice lost a character due to lag, where I said, attack, 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 damn it, and then finally it attacked 4 times in a row, and the first one was an attack, and the next 3 were him walking into sure death. And it's like, yeah, I'm never playing online again. I got over it, obviously, but I still don't consider losses online due to lag as real losses. Okay, see, it's stopping mid-shot. I don't think that's necessary, but okay. That should do it for my Machleb usage. Now we eat a lot of this. Oh, we can't eat this yet because we were beyond full to begin with. Okay, we're gonna use this Berserk to get the hell out of Dodge. There's enough allies between me and him that I don't anticipate this being... Oh, no. I want you guys to go and attack, please. Yeah, see, why is it that slaves still get to attack, but, summons do not? I mean, if anything, I would assume undead slaves would be even stupider than, summoned allies. Oh, fuck me. Blink. Pretty much any direction is better than having to walk through all of that. Alright, there we go. Survival of the fittest. And I am the fittest. This is partially why I keep the resist cold ring on. At this point, it's my best bet for having any resistance to cold. And if I had -1 to cold every time and forgot about it, well, those freezing clouds would be so much more lethal. They were dealing a bonus, I don't know, 30-50% damage, however much it deals. Repel missiles is F. Dragon up. I just saw a dwarf. I haven't seen dwarves in this game in a very long time. Now I'm angry. Ooh, good question. Uh, okay, least favorite is hard because I have to actually come up with the #1 least favorite. So instead of answering the question you asked, I'm just going to say one of the monsters I dislike immensely, because that's an easier question to answer. I hate centaurs and orc priests like you wouldn't believe. I hate centaurs and orc priests like you wouldn't believe. They force me to play only a small subset of the opening classes because, quite frankly, I don't think they can reliably be taken out by a lot of classes. Now, in some ways, they do live up to the crawl ideal of, you can't always win, man, and sometimes you just gotta make do with what you've got, which is great, but sometimes the game doesn't give you what you need that early to deal with these guys, and unlike most enemies who you're learning the rule 0 of crawl, which is there is no enemy that is sorry, that you don't have to fight every fight. These guys you do have to fight because they're faster than you. They will catch you and then they will kill you, and there's not a damn lot you can do about it. So orc priests I feel a little bit less terrible about, but orc Not orc, but centaurs, man. And then on top of that, they give them one of the best ranged weapons in the early game. And then they give them one of the best to hit bonuses with said weapon. And it's just kind of unfairly, well, not unfair, but it's kind of bizarre, but bizarrely powerful. And yes, against certain classes, I would go so far as to say it is straight up unfair that they have to fight it. So that's one of my least favorite enemies because it limits me to only playing classes that I feel can get around or get through them. Um, though Orc Priest, it's hard to really say. I hate. Imps are irritating as all fuck. Now granted, they're designed to be such. I couldn't go so far as to say my least favorite, but they're there. Uh, mutators of any kind are miserable. So yeah, I don't like mutators. I don't like Torment as a spell. Uh, I basically don't feel comfortable playing extended endgame with anything that doesn't have Torment immunity. Because Torment is irresistible, or well, it's resistible, but only theoretically so. I mean, 30% reduction of 50% HP, or not 30% reduction. Reduction to 30% of HP loss is not really that much reduction, especially when you consider that it is being spammed repeatedly. So now it just takes 2 casts, and it's even, yeah, it's even worse. And I don't know why, but for some reason, I feel like it belittles all of the work I've done to make my character strong and powerful when you can just cut him in half for free, ignoring all resistance, all armor, all evade. It's just like, oh no, I tormented you. So that hits and you take a shit ton of damage. So I hate that spell, and by extension, any character that can wield that spell lightly, I end up hating. So I'm looking at you, Mr. Tormentor, because, well, the torments. Hellions. Who the fuck thought that was a good idea? An enemy that at full range of, at full LOS can say, you just lost a bunch of health and a bunch of scrolls. Not a goddamn thing you can do about it. There is no source of resistance in the game. You had no warning because this is full range of, full LOS. And then they make Hellion Island, where even a tanky as fuck mage can still die in just 2 to 3 turns for being seen on the same screen. So yeah, Hellions irritating. But at the end of the day, none of these enemies are problematic enough to make me stop playing the game, because here I am. I guess mutators are irritating too. Oh, but enemies like Orb of Destruction? No, I have no problem with the Orb of Destruction. He's just doing his job, being an endgame level enemy that only appears in endgame level places. And you know what? Respect that's reasonable. He wants strong ass shit there, and he's totally counterable. He just requires some pre-preparation, which is what he should be. Let's drop the Book of Party Tricks. Actually, let's make sure I'm not missing something I like. Nope, okay. Pair of boots. Oh, right, can't wear them. Now wear the pair of boots. Yay, it's +2 boots. Drop a meat ration. No, yeah, right, drop a meat ration. Like, I'm gonna come back and pick it up later. Dazzling Scimitar. Freeze, Arpoise, See Invis, not interested. Ring of See Invisible, yes, there we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Let's drop all this other nonsense. I have the Ring of See Invisible, so I can deal with invisible enemies now. New staff. Not interested. Okay. Wait a second, did I ever get the rune? Huh! Wow, I'm a moron. Grab the rune. That's the runes. Let's get out of here. Seriously, it lagged. Okay, so apparently it doesn't know how to get me to the dungeon. There we go, off to the dungeon with me. I'm killing a bunch more shit. Yeah, they can deal a ridiculous amount of damage really easily and really fast from range. Or those Blade Masters with their blink in, ignore all your attacks, and kick your ass. Come on, go upstairs. Roar, I'm a fucking dragon. There you go. That actually is one of my least favorite enemies in the entire game. I hate ghost moths with a passion. There's virtually no time I fought a ghost moth and felt this is an interesting, fun enemy. They're just, and the other thing I hate about them is they're so selective. They're almost meaningless against non-mages, and they are almost unstoppable against mages. Now they've been given a reasonably strong melee attack too, with various disenchants or ill effects they can cast on you, like stat drain. So even if you can manage to deal with them, you still can't manage to deal with them. It's just miserable. I hate those guys. Do I fight Wigloff? Yeah, I think I'll fight Wigloff. Let's do a couple things. Let's get a Lesser Servant of Machleb or 2 or 3. Let's get a Confused Cloud into play. And then let's fight him. Make sure my Dragon form ain't gonna go out. Anything else I can buff myself with? Squaff an Agility Potion. Just because I'm never gonna use them otherwise. And then we'll just take him out. Wow, that was just that was just overkill. Apparently my ally could smite him, so there was really no fight to be had after all. There we go. That was really hard to tab my way through because of all the fucking lag. Just eat one of your 11 billion rations, please. No, don't breathe fire on yourself, moron. Charge down your enemies instead. You are all so getting eaten by a dragon. This dragon. Rawr! Fireball the first group. Fire Breath the second. Invocations the third. Perfect. Never take any chances with those fuckers. They will so rapidly pull an army out of their ass. It's scary. I'm not even worried about trampling into it because I have conservation and double resist fire. Now, you guys will pay for your stupidity. You have paid the price for your lack of vision. Father, please. Drop Confused Cloud and then just start chomping into these things. Again, the Confused, probably not super necessary, but makes the fight simpler. And I'm all for simple fights. Keep coming out of dragon form at the most inopportune moment. Of course, most inopportune is very relative in this context. Ooh, a new ring. Let's drop everything I don't want. What else don't I want? A lot of this shit, I'm sure. This 3-use cold wand can go. Scroll of enchant weapon can go. Use the scroll of amnesia on whatever I don't use anymore. I barely use a lot of these things, but control teleport is still technically important. Can drop blade hands. I don't really use that. But I like having a lower tier transmutation spell in case my top tier one goes offline due to, I don't know, draining or something. Hmm. Unseen Horrors I'm okay with, honestly. I know I shouldn't be, but I don't really hate them. Hell Knights, by the time I reach them, they're usually not that big a threat. I mean, they're irritating, but they're not that big a threat. Oh, enemy I absolutely hate. I guess it's a named unique, but Mennas? Fuck Mennas. Fuck him hard and deep. There was a time, most people hate Sigmund the way that I hate Mennas. I don't hate Sigmund. I don't care about Sigmund. I've been running Mythic Cloud users long enough that I never even knew Sigmund was dangerous for a long time. Well, okay, I knew he was dangerous in a don't engage him lightly way, but never knew that he would be the #1 source of player death in the early game. Grinder, on the other hand, my god, how do you deal with Grinder except the way you're supposed to deal with Sigmund, which is run away? Okay, Mara, the thing about Mara is I've very rarely encountered her and fought her without knowing that I was going to encounter and fight her. Like, you see her, you run away, and then you start planning to fight her. So she's not half as scary as she could be. I need to turn on control teleport ASAP. Okay. Yeah, she's not half as scary as she could be most of the time. That said, yeah, she is powerful, but she's powerful and interesting and fair. She can be confused, she can be kicked, she can be killed pretty straightforwardly. It's not like she's a Spriggan and therefore 50% of the time you miss even when you've lined up the perfect opportunity and the perfect shot or something. I respect her for being a powerful unique. I don't dislike her for being a powerful unique. I don't dislike people. I don't dislike enemies just for being powerful. I mean, I don't mind Serabov, even though he is the enemy I fear the most in the game, probably. Since he and I tend to play the same way. Firestorm, Blink, a couple summons to protect you. Haste. Pretty basic wizard stuff. Alright. Once the sorcerer is confused, I'm content to charge the party, but not until. Oh, fuck me. Just blink, please. Put me on the right side of this. Guys, I cleared the lair already. Do you really think I'm scared of your pipsqueak asses? Party tricks again. That's my third copy of fucking party tricks. Drop it. Man, disabling auto pickup on chunks is just the most necessary of necessary moves if you're like me and you enjoy using the animate skeleton. Otherwise, you end up having to stop the game constantly for weight adjustment. They should also take away piety. I mean, they should. I don't want them to, but they should do it. Take away piety on kills from Machleb and make it just sacrifice, because there's still more than enough meat sacrifices to do that with. And it would actually be a trade-off then. How do I use corpses? Electric eels. Oh my god, hate them. Hate them so much. Electric golems, if you don't have resist electricity by the time you go into Zot, it's fair for Zot to have something to threaten you with. So, not as much. But electric eels, they're just fucking irritating. They're not unfair, but they're irritating as all get out. Because they can disappear inside the pool to dodge like Mephitic Cloud or Conjuration shots that you might otherwise be inclined to kill them with. Although again, not unfair. They're imminently dealable with. Oh, worst in the game. Orc. Source. Not priest. The mage. The orc mage. Early on, orc wizard, because confuse plus anything that early on, there's no way to predict it. It's just beyond unfair. All right, guys, I want you to make good on being summons. Oh god, so summons have to be directly observed in order to do anything nowadays. That just blows. Fucking hell. I mean, it's seriously not worth the hassle of using a summon if you have to micromanage him that much. So wonder that people still win the game as summoners. Not because it's impossible, just because there's no fun to be had in it anymore. If I wanted to play a summoner, I would play a orc priest. Except, you know, the priest class is gone, so a hill orc or whatever, and then become a priest. Actually, now that priesthood can be conferred just by meeting somebody of the orcish faiths, I might actually consider trying an orc out, just because my biggest problem with hill orc priest of Baal in the past, well, first I don't consider it a viable endgame. No, I don't consider it a reliable endgame pick, just since you're so likely to lose tons and tons of orcs, and micromanaging allies without micromanaging commands is hard. But okay, but they did give us advances to the golem, the gargoyle. With if you want to go the earthen transmutator route, you're okay. I think what really blows my mind about their whole decision to drop brand weapon, why not? I think what really blows my mind about their whole decision to drop summon attacks is that apparently they're okay with it for animate dead skeletons, so it makes even less sense to me. I mean, logical sense. Obviously, from a gameplay perspective, what they're trying to limit is the ability to flood a floor, which still seems like kind of niche. If you already have mana channeling and summoning, might as well be able to use them safely, no? Still, I was apparently wrong about the hard limits on the number of summoned creatures, at least so it seems, which is a plus. Gotta keep pushing towards corners and towards the ranged folk. And rely on Machleb's form of health regeneration to keep me going. I am sick. And now I am tired. Repel missiles will be very helpful right now. I actually never have cast that spell. I mean, I know what it does, and I'm aware of it, but I never actually got around to... I don't think I ever played a transmuter that early on. So when it went from the game, I wasn't upset because I didn't know what I was missing. But yeah, obviously, the ability to distill yourself a potion of, I don't know, out of chunks of rotting meat, and then use that to kill other things with blasts, that would have been a little bit tedious for me, honestly, in terms of microwaving it all around in my inventory. But once I got it down, it would have been really cool. Just walk around with 10 or so potions of that and just periodically restock. Roar, bite your head off because I'm a dragon. I'm a motherfucking T-Rex. take all that shit out, and then charge down the next guy. We're just basically winging it at this point. I mean, there's nothing special about this play. Oh, interesting. What does this have in it? Juon's whatever. Examine. Dragonform, Blade Hand, Sticks to Stake. So literally 2 out of 3 spells I already have and one that I wouldn't want anymore. So thanks, but no thanks, store. You do not interest me. I played version 0.4. I'm pretty sure that was true in that version, but I didn't play well back then or much at all, so I don't remember, as it were. I do remember when I used to start, when I was trying to learn how to play that, the Lugonu Knight, I forget what they're called, and start in the Abyss, and I would try to scum the Abyss for something beneficial and fail over and over. So yeah, that was a learning experience. But Machleb isn't really on my list of gods I enjoy. He's obviously earning a place today, but he isn't a regular on that list. No thanks. Not interested in any of these. Okay, drop the cure mutation. Quaff the actual mutation potion. Dex -2, very... Oh, wow, okay, so that... Dex -2, but MP plus 10%, so back to normal. And, MR boost. Berserkeritis still sucks, but I can deal with it. So, okay, fair enough. Kiku I don't like as much, but Sif, yeah, Sif is my favorite caster god. Vehumet is one that I think is better for Ziggurats, but, you know, and for short games. But I like Sif Muna overall best because he's so fun. I love having a guaranteed mana channel. I love his... I will keep giving you random spells until eventually you own every spell you could possibly want. And I will never hassle you piety-wise. That's a really nice policy. I'm a fan of the troglodyte approach to the game, even if I don't admit it. But I don't like Trog as a god. He's a great god choice mechanically, but thematically I don't much care for him. Mechanically, he's probably the strongest god in the game. He can single-handedly turn any character into a viable character build. Okay, many characters into a viable character build. And he's the guy that keeps on giving because he'll keep giving you new and new weapons, and even if you don't want the weapon anymore, you might still want the enchants on it. Because he'll still give artifacts. Okuwaru! It's a good... I know he's... I know Okuwaru is supposed to be a generic god, but I like his abilities a lot too. Which reminds me, have I found haste yet? Or hasting? No, I have not. Okay. It will come eventually. Kill them all. Let Machleb sort them out. I feel as though Berserkeritis is going to lose me the game in the end. I mean, I know that I've been dealing with it for almost how many hours now? 3-4 hours now? But I just can't shake the feeling that at the end of the day, that's the one that's going to get me killed. Either that or my lack of proper cold resistance. Okay, I've been training translocations just for the sake of Blink. That was done a while ago. Control Teleport I could take or leave for being quite as accurate. Though I shouldn't. I should have a... Actually, if anything, I should be more concerned about Control Teleport, since the time I'm most likely to use it is the same turn after I've cast a teleport in a life or death situation. So yeah, let's fix that. Wow, did I just miscast 3 times in a row? Fuck. There we go. I mean, statistically, it can happen. It's 1 in 1,000 or so, but it can happen. Hell, the fact that it does happen 1 in 1,000 times is probably realistic considering how much I've gone through. Let's continue training transmutations just to bring that down a little bit, probability-wise. I mean, I'm not doing any... I don't know what I'm doing specifically, but I do know that for the end game, I'm pretty set as it is. Like, with proper play, this guy is strong enough to take on Zot. He could be a hell of a lot stronger, but he is strong enough. I would really like to have some charm spells before I hit that point. Swiftness, haste, maybe upgrade repel to deflect missiles, I don't know. Controlled blink would be amazing. Because I don't really use my MP that much, so it's not like I won't have the MP to spare to cast these cool self-buffs. Not sure I follow. What do you mean, did I finish this game during tournament? Oh, has the tournament ended? Is that the story? I thought the tournament was still going on, my bad. Alright, well, this is a dead end, so up we go. Try another door. Fuck me, you are gonna die. NomNomulous2 is an amazing god. He basically defines a playstyle in and of himself. But... Oh, hang on a second. Shit. Okay. Shit. I just got a buzz on my phone. I was worried for a second, but nope, it's nothing. Anyway, NomNomulous2 is an amazing god. He basically defines a playstyle in and of himself, while at the same time not requiring you to do anything terribly special to worship him. Anyone can worship Zobe. Anybody can get a benefit from him, and that's really cool. That said, if you are a mage, I find that he is strictly, well, not strictly inferior, but generally inferior to just using your own damn spells. And that's a lot, and as a mage you already have a lot of training, things that need training going on, which makes me even less likely to use him. As a melee character, he's really good, but if you're a berserker, you've already taken up a god choice. So a combination of these factors is why I've very rarely played him. Also, if you don't like luck-based tactics or statistics-based play and aren't willing to really look stuff up to make sure you know which deck is stacked how and what card does what, there's a whole new learning curve to playing Zobe, since there's so many cards and there's so many effects he has that just simply don't exist anywhere else in the game, but are your bread and butter when you're playing him. So I would overall say he's a great guy. Caveat, don't give caveat, I don't play him much. But Zom I feel almost the opposite about. I detest Zom. I can't stand him in any way. I think he's a bad god choice. I think he's a bad god design. I feel like it's an unnecessary level of challenge. If you really want to challenge yourself like that, well, why don't you just not train any skill until you have 100% on your, I don't know, traps and doors skill? You know, why don't you just not gain experience? How's that? That's a challenge. That's how I feel about Zom. He's a challenge only in the most theoretical way by randomly trying to kill you and occasionally succeeding. If there was a save and restore abilities, if there was extra lives in this game or something, it'd be different. You know, then maybe you could work around his Zomness half the time. But the Zom will straight up teleport you at random whenever he feels like it. And if you're trying to resist that with stasis, then God help you if you really need to teleport. You know what I mean? Zom will fuck with you. And especially if you're like me and you start the game with Zom, it's even worse. What is attacking me? I'm getting lightning bolted. You know what? Just get out of here. Clearly whatever is here is... Let's hide out. Regen. I'm very interested in the Jin. In fact, sorry, I'm trying to figure out what is attacking with lightning, and I'm not seeing anything. Maybe it's invisible. Maybe I have to just do this. Oh, it is invisible. There we go. Okay. Yeah, the Jin are actually the reason I'm interested in 0.13 at all, to be honest with you. Gargoyles are cool, but Jin are just so the kind of character I would run. Fire buffs, gains more blood casting with a combination blood health bar. All these things are really cool to me. So I am very hopeful that they will actually release the Jin in some finalized form that I'd be interested in playing. Now I recognize that would force me to upgrade from 0.11, but I can do that. It's not impossible. That's not dragon form, that's dragon form. Look, this would be a great time to go berserk, Mr. Berserkeritis. But no, of course you're not going to go berserk now. It'd be a great time. You're going to wait till all the enemies are dead. Then you're going to be like, oh, let's berserk. It's one solitary skeleton or something bullshitty like that. It's embarrassing how little I give a fuck about you guys. Alright, gotta run. You guys have suddenly become a threat. Seriously? You can't deal that kind of damage to me when I have double fire resistance. Let's teleport. Shit. Quaff, heal wounds. And again? No, I can't do it twice. Okay. What's the best way to survive? I can take a turn stepping away. I can blink away. I can blink very far away. That's probably my best bet. Blink very far away. Okay. Any other blink scrolls in the dungeon? Now's your time to shine.
Excellent. Any other heal wounds potions in the dungeon? Now's your time to shine. Okay. I mean, they intend to release them. That's not a question. The only thing is they're still tweaking numbers and making it better and better. That's why it wasn't ready in time for the 0.13 release. They announced as much. So it's not like lava orcs have been dropped or Jin have been dropped as an idea. It just needs more work. Dragon. Rom nom rom nom rom nom. Om nom nom nom. Next floor. Come on. Oh, wait, did I not finish this last floor? I didn't finish the last floor. Let's finish it. Reavers, fucking pieces of crap, you know that? Apparently they can deal 80 damage to me on 3 fireballs despite the fact that I resist fire. With 2 tiers of resist fire. God help me if that had been freezing bolts. Feel weakened? Why the hell do I feel weakened? I'm a fucking dragon. Roar! I don't feel weakened. You feel weakened. Because you're dead. Has a way of reducing your muscle tone. Oh yeah, the battle spheres would do it. Battle spheres, that would definitely qualify. Dude, you need to take some damage. I'm attacking you. Oh god, I'm confused and berserked because I apparently turned away, lost my frigging dragon form without getting a notification. So my Mephitic actually confused myself. Piece of crap. Damn contemptible bastards. Every last one of you. Okay, new ring. RC with a side of awesome. Excellent. That's what I like. Let's lose my RC without a side of awesome ring. And my other RC without a side of awesome. And pick up RC with the side of awesome. Oh, that looks like a heal wounds potion to replace the one I lost. And no blink scroll one to replace the blink I lost, but no matter. Yes, I do. Wow. Talk about a scroll I never missed. The moment they got rid of it. The moment they got rid of it, I was, okay, the moment I was concerned. But then when they said that it's because we're putting more removed curses, I was like, oh, well, never mind then. It's not a big deal. Detect Curse had such a limited potential usefulness, it was ridiculous. Seriously? Why am I not... Oh, I'm not in dragon form. Fuck! Every time that happens, I don't notice, and I'm like, I'm not dealing any damage. I'm not dealing any damage. I'm not dealing... Oh, right, I'm not a dragon. Yeah, man, stacks of those were at least as big as stacks of removed curses. And it's weird because stacks of removed curses were kind of useless. Stacks of detect curses were beyond kind of useless. Seriously, if I had a choice between 10 gold or a stack of or detect curse, I would take 10 gold every day of the week.
There were rare occasions where I needed a detect curse, where I was able to use a detect curse, but I could have done just as well with a remove curse in those situations. And done a hell of a lot better with an identify. That's exactly the problem. I have a force stop message, not a force more message, for that line, which I use for lich form. The thing is, I want to ignore it as often as not anyway, so yeah. Also, because of the number of unmelds, it does generally give me some kind of warning. I'm just too caught up in the moment to notice. Also, with all the lag that I suffer on the server, that would actually make things worse sometimes. I'm just really concerned that I'm going to lose the game because of that. A combination of I didn't notice and the lag prevented me from noticing. In frustration, I hit tab 5 times, and the computer was like, oh, we'll recognize all 5 of those tabs as soon as we're done lagging. And then the very first turn after, I'm no longer a dragon. Like that kind of shit. I don't want a brand weapon. I don't want a holy word. I don't want to keep a holy word. I don't want enchant weapon. I don't want summoning. How does that help? Give me that book. R.I. I do want freezing cloud. Can I memorize it? No. What about poisonous cloud? Again, no. Not even a chance. Not one chance in fucking hell. Like, conjurations is 5. Air is 3. Poison is 3. Poison cloud is not important enough to the way I play the game to merit completely changing gears just to pick it up. Sorry, but it's true. Which will make this one of the first mages I run that never gets decent conjurations going, even on the side. I guess is a good thing. Experimenting, branching out and all that. Drop a couple rations, drop all my amnesia scrolls and half my remove curse scrolls. That should help. I like it because it can replace a brand on a weapon, so you can like brand your quick blade and then rebrand your quick blade with it or something. Think of it as a penultimate weapon changer, and it suddenly becomes a little bit more useful. Rather than a use this on a weapon as you go situation. Also, it's a hell of a lot better than Vorpalize. Oh, close the door. Come at me, bro. Roar, I'm a fucking dragon. You really think I'm scared of your angel piece of ass? Exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself. Oh, new staff. G, wield, J. Huh, that actually makes Poisonous Cloud memorizable. That's kind of cute. You're not a dragon. Stop acting like one. Shit. Why can't the game give me the warning? Like, warning, do you really want to attack with your bare hands style? Do you really want to attack while wielding a useless weapon that you have no training in whatsoever? I mean, that would be very nice. Wait, evening stars are good weapons? I thought that was a morning star that was a good weapon. No, never mind. It was you guys are right. I have it wrong. Okay, all of that is set. Next floor. And we're getting very close to the point where I'm going to stop playing. Probably going to reach Zot and call it the quits for today. Okay, I don't know where I am. Staring at a blank screen here. Somehow I ended up off the map on the side of the... Maybe I teleported somehow? I don't know. Whatever it is, it sucks. How the hell did I end up there? What happened? You climb downwards, your mindless thrall stays behind. Am I on the floor down somehow? And the map is on the same page? I think the map failed to reload, is what happened. Get me upstairs. Just get me upstairs. Thank you. Okay, this floor at least I know what's happening. Next floor. There we go. The map reloaded correctly this time. And oh boy, it looks like a full floor vault. And unfortunately for me, this one's a doozy. Okay, come on. I'm beating the crap out of you. I'm beating the crap out of all of you. So I have played the Meat Arena, I believe, or the Arena of Blood, or whatever it's called, and loved the hell out of it. Even though I recognize, I mean, it's not Crawl, it's a different game, but it's a fun different game. But in general, I don't play the sprints now. That's the only one I've ever really liked. Whoa, whoa. I got like all my health back for killing that flayed ghost. That was cool. I must have rolled critical successes on all of my Machlebite rolls. And this dungeon, by the way, this full floor vault sucks. I hate it. Close the door. Wait. Open the door. No, they flay you. I didn't realize they gave you all your health back if you killed them, though. I don't think they do. Yeah, but you don't get your health back. I got all my health back the moment I killed this guy. It was just bizarre. Oh! Oh, I did not know that. Okay, so if they don't manage to kill you, then... Huh. That's really cool. So if you see a flayed ghost, think of it as an HP potion. Sort of. Oh, I got mutated at some point to be slowly deteriorating. Got it. I did not know that. Okay, between that and Dex Minus and Berserkeritis, I'm going to attempt to cure at this point. Keyword being attempt, because I have more than 6 mutations, so may not get them all. But here's to hoping. Nope, I kept all of the negative ones. My body is still deteriorating and I lose my temper in combat. Berserkeritis is the only one I wanted. Well, fuck me, that sucks balls. Back to the dungeon. Incidentally, I'm not actually nearly as upset as I'm making it sound. The truth is, none of my positive mutations were so good as to be must-keeps or anything like that. And with my negative mutations, with my mutation total down to a reasonable number, the next cure mutation potion I find will actually do what I expect it to. Whereas relying on the one I had already found was going to be unreliable no matter what. So that sucked. I mean, it could have sucked even worse. In other words, I'm not saying the situation isn't bad, only that it could have been a hell of a lot worse. As much as I do like being able to go berserk from time to time, though, because very often there are situations I would voluntarily berserk in. I just voluntarily is the key word. Yeah, it totally is. Last time I played Dragon was NomNomulous. Instead of having invocations up as high as I do, I had evocations up that high, and I was able to voluntarily berserk myself via my amulet at will. Ah, fuck you, Francis. Or Luis, or whatever the hell your name is. I'm gonna die, actually. Let's not let that happen, shall we? There we go. Much better. Heal up. Kill this guy with extreme prejudice. Eat him up. Alright, come at me, bro. Oh, come on! Of all the fucking times to stop being a dragon. He's dead. Honestly, now that I know that you continue to gain skill experience while drained, it's not like it's a permanent loss of XP or you pay XP to get out of draining, but you don't gain any benefit for it. I feel a lot better about it. It does suck, and it sucks disproportionately much for casters because, you know, melee fighters aren't going to lose their ability to melee fight unless they lose a shit ton from draining. Casters often stop training spells when they have things reliable, so you know, they are going to lose that ability. But it is nice to not. But beyond that, the fact that I'm still gaining overall experience makes me feel a lot better. I prefer it to old drain, definitely. I wonder though, do enemies suffer from new drain or do they suffer from old drain when you do draining weapons? Because if it's new drain, then that would mean I could theoretically use draining without damaging my odds of winning or of gaining experience and such. How many heal wounds potions do you have? You don't need these rings either. One heal wounds potion is not better than one heal wounds wand. Take the wand. I also don't need that manual. Yeah, that's what I figured, which sucks, but there you have it. So you still lose out on experience if you're using draining against enemies with any regularity. And so it's still to your benefit to kill enemies without draining them if you can. Still, how cool would that be? And it is true that monster spells and player spells are not necessarily symmetrical. So just because they change one does not mean that they'll change the other. Come by and bite things. How am I doing for RC? Good. As long as it's not negative, I'm okay. Not good, but I'm okay. Remind me, reaping. You kill enemies with reaping, and they regenerate on your side, but it only works on living things. Dude, I died on D5 or D8 with my run on the orb run. Admittedly, I was fucking around though. Kill the drainer first, then kill the real enemies second. All the real enemies second. And then kill the not so troublesome enemies third. What does weak mean? Weakened. That doesn't answer my question. What does weakened mean? Your attacks are enfeebled. Interesting. I like that. I like that a lot. That's a good status effect. So in my orb fail run, I was doing really good. Got all hubrised up, turned around and started heading down from D5 into the lair. And suddenly, a Brimstone Fiend showed up. I charged him and killed him, and then a second Brimstone Fiend showed up at the edge of my LOS, and this one initiated Smite. I started trying to run, and immediately a Pandemonium Lord showed up. Ice Storm plus Hellfire on the same turn, and I lost the game. Moral of the story, when doing the orb run, focus on running. Jesus. Yes, just ignore everything. Fuck, I don't care anymore. Okay, I care now. You're dead. Not. Oh, it's a ring. I do care about rings, actually. Give me that ring. No thank you. That's the opposite of a good ring for me. Let's drop rings I no longer will use. Ice Storm scares me more than Firestorm every single time. Probably because my resist fire is always reasonable on account of orbs of fire and such by that point in the game. But Ice Storm is just like, it ignores more resistance too. And generally speaking, the enemies using it aren't afraid to use it whether or not they're gonna hit their allies. So just thinking of, I had something in mind, I forgot. Oh yeah, recharge the hasting wand. It's a great wand. Alright, next floor. Sticking feathers up your butt does not make you a that's the thing. I would rather be using Firestorm, but when it comes time to being attacked, I would rather be attacked by a Firestorm. Or, I would rather be attacked by Firestorm than attacked by Ice Storm. Because Ice Storm just, it persists longer, it deals more damage, it's just a bitchier attack in general. Alright, and now, and then Bender ran. Control teleport, blink. Increased contamination is fine, continue to run. Let them trip over themselves trying to reach me. Oh, look, it's Marjorie and the Sex Pistols. Oh, okay, just Marjorie then. Extend the duration and wait for it. Wait for it. There she is. Kill her. all the fucking times to berserk. Charms is... I pre-took those because I couldn't find anything, and I was assuming that I was going to find a good book eventually. My goal was haste plus swiftness plus deflect missiles plus regen. So even increasing beyond the minimum just to add to spell power was reasonable. Just to be a charmed dragon, but then I was pointed out to me, I didn't realize, it was pointed out to me, you do realize that Mahleb's spells don't cost piety, and I'm like, oh shit! Or sorry, cost piety, don't cost MP. So I switched over to evocations training just so that I could spam them. And now I can spam them. It's kind of great. You shapeshifters get all your health back constantly. It's just not fair. Yes. Yes, I do. Not to mention, health back on kill means it doesn't even hurt in the long run. Throw in regeneration if I'm able to get a source of it that isn't my ring, because, you know, I am sucker for that. Throw in that all my auxiliary attacks give me plus, or are at +6 damage on account of the slaying ring. Honestly, this guy is he's not a post-end game character, but he's definitely a end game beast right now. One-on-one, I could take on anything, including an orb of fire. My god, that's so many of you. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. You're all gonna dance for me. Dance, monkey. Dance. And we'll get out of the range just for a second. That should bring the fire giant significantly closer. And of course the timing couldn't be better. That's the timing my spell wears out. Fuck. Kill everybody. Again, I've never attempted post-game without Torment immunity. Okay, that's a lie. I have. And it was the worst feeling in the world. Remember Octowitch the Octolich? He had to survive in Pandemonium for a short period of time without Necromutation, or without Necromutation being reliable, I forget which. And the result was some of the worst experience I've ever had. I got horribly multi-mutated, because even with mutation resistance, you're constantly getting barraged. Then I would get tormented from time to time, which meant that no matter how good your health was, it was always pretty much weak. I mean, the fact of the matter is, Torment takes away 150 health. Then it takes away 80. And this can be done in the same turn, because you can get multi-tormented on the same turn. Then Hellfire takes away 30 to 40 health. Your only defense against Hellfire is having more damage, or more health to lose. But that is the same defense that results in powerful torments against you. I can't stand that, honestly. I don't know how else to deal with it except to say I'm going to be immune to it, which means Necromutation. I could get Necromutation online, but then I would lose all the benefits of being a Transmuter. You know, an actual Transmuter, not just I use Transmutation to power my Lich form. Kill the demon, the Shadow Dragon first, the Titan second, and Stone Giant third. Excellent. Timing in this game is everything. There was a time that I was scared of these guys. I am less scared of Stone Giants now than I was of Ogres earlier. I'm just going to pound you into submission, then I'm going to kill your Weakener. Then I'm going to kill your Sun Demon, and then the rest of you are just dead. Not even sure how you're still here. Say hello to my widow friend. You know, the thing about them is, even if they don't do anything but get shot at, that's still a big enough relief to me. If they do nothing, including not getting shot at, then they were a waste. Dex. Not sure why, I just felt like it. Intelligence is certainly not needed. Strength is not needed. Dex is not needed, so might as well go with the lowest of the lot. Man, it sucks not being able to wear anything. Alright, final floor, and probably going to stop after this, so enjoy it while it lasts. Oh, new recharge scroll. Let's recharge something, I don't care what. Yeah, heal wounds would do nicely. Yeah, he was quite a character. I was very happy to win with him, by the way. I had lost with Octopi in very promising runs before that, so actually winning one was nice too. Oh, come on, for the love of God. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Get into position, fire breathe, and then a couple greater conjurations. Perfect. That's what I was hoping for. Now finish the rest. Kind of wanted my health to be lower than full before I just start getting 20 health back per attack. Now, this does cause hunger, which is worth noting, this whole tactic of mine. Which, if anything, is going to teach me that spell hunger is not worth fearing because, well, I'm at full hunger status again. I guess now that we don't have to worry about nausea, it's even easier to worry about hunger, or to not worry about hunger. Jorgren scares me more. Jorgren alone scares me. The Petrify Shatterstorm combo against a guy like me who inevitably fails his MR rolls even with a Spriggan is just terrifying. He's dangerous shit. That's what he is. I mean, I like him in that he's fair and interesting and all, as opposed to just the crawl developers deciding, let's make an impossible monster. I like that he has a way of pursuing you that other uniques do not share. That's cool. But then, you know, after you're done praising the design, you realize, wait, I have to fight him? Oh, shit. I'm about to starve, so let's get out of here and eat something real quick just to fix that imminent death factor. Then we'll finish everybody else off. Nope. Haven't fought Garyon, haven't approached Hell. Don't intend to, actually. I hadn't planned to. It's not like I'm going to be doing extended in this character game. I did clear Slime 1 through 5 a long time ago, and then chickened out before taking out the Royal Jelly. That's clever, actually. Look, I appreciate that Garyon is not meant to be an impossible boss or anything, but he is not pathetic. He's still quite good. I don't know. I've lost character. I can imagine losing a character to Garyon very easily. God damn it. I'm not a dragon! Oh my god, I'm not a dragon. How long has this been the case? And now I'm contaminated. Deeply contaminated. Fuck! But I can't afford to fix it because... Okay, I'm again not a dragon, so vulnerability is fine. Dragon up, finish it. Thank God. I should do it. How many Nada dragons are there in a row? Seriously, Jesus Christ. I've been enjoying it. It's been a good run. I agree completely. I like that I was gonna just run a generic try to win character, and then I'm like, you know what? I don't need to, because I'm good enough at this game that I can win with any reliable combo. Man, well, that was painful and disconcerting and concerning, but it succeeded, and that is all that matters in the end. Came pretty low in the end. I mean, I had plenty of tricks to escape, but I would not have wanted to have to use them. Alright, transmutations is now sufficient that I don't ever intend to train it again. Take care. Thanks for watching. And thanks for following the channel as well. I really appreciate that kind of thing. Oh, fuck you guys, man. How you gonna beat up on a fire dragon with ice bolts? Don't care if all doesn't die, that's fine. Just get me to a superior fighting location. It's literally the only reason I use my zombies is to set myself up for fights. Or to set myself up to escape a fight, if necessary. Lord knows I don't lack for bodies. Now, it's which of the draconians is it that can do dispel breath? Just the pale, the purple? Pale does fog, I think, right? So it's purple that can do dispel breath. And of course, quicksilver dragons can do it too. Yeah. I need a plan B. Assuming my form is destroyed, what can I do to fix it? At this point, my best bet is teleport with teleport control. Both of them are very highly trained and capable, so that should be fine. It's a reasonable plan. No, God no. Just pick up 2 chunks and run off. Actually, what armor am I wearing? I don't even remember anymore. I'm not wearing armor. I'm not even wearing a robe. That's just stupid. Okay. Oh, unavailable. Okay. So you can't even wear a robe with a draconian. Never mind. I will repeat that's just stupid, but now with the undercurrent of, and I'm playing a draconian, which is, you know, sucks. Okay, here's the plan. Step in rain. Oh, you're already dead? Nice. One of my summons must have seen to you. Okay, now there was a cloak on this floor, but no cloak that has a chance of being preservation, so into Zot we go. And that's as good a time to stop the stream as any. Thank you all for watching. When we pick up next time, we'll attempt Zot. I don't have any intentions of pulling out or retreating from my run at this stage of the game. Even with body deterioration, I have 8 potions of restore abilities, so that's really a non-concern. I don't have a lot of heal wounds pots, but I have 1, 2, 3, 9, 18 charges worth in my pocket, along with enough teleports that, frankly, I don't need my stack of 9 teleport scrolls anymore. Let's drop the obviously unused stuff here. Let's make sure that we are continuing to train useful abilities. Translocations does not qualify. Unarmed combat, fighting, invocations totally does qualify. Frankly, I could even go down to so far as to pick up evade, but what's the point when you spend 50% of your time as a fucking dragon? Still want cure mutations if available. Still wearing resist mutation. No, I'm not wearing resist mutation. I need to remember that. Resist mutation needs to be a hot swap for me. And that's about it. Thank you all for watching. I will see you guys next time.